Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over XL Candy and how it's going to work, how you're going to be able to obtain it, as well as going over the fact that legendary Pokemon are going to potentially be an issue for you to get these. So let's see what we have going on here. So this is going to be from Zoe's Twitter page. I will leave a link to her YouTube channel as well as her Twitter in the description, so you can go check it out, because right now the levels 41 through 50 are going to be released in Australia, so they are going to be able to test this out. So she did go on to say here during her community day for Magmar, she was able to obtain 217 XL candies for Magmar. And I did go through Twitter to see other people's experiences, and other people were able to get more, other people were able to get less, depending on how much they did catch. But this right here is a good indication that you're going to be able to at least obtain these XL candies via catching them. Now, that's not going to be the only way, and we're going to go over those points here in a moment. So in the comments here, Cochino Mom did bring up a very valid point, and how are we going to get these for legendaries? Well, it looks like you're going to have to raid them. That's right. And if you're thinking to yourself, here we go with another money grab by Niantic. Well, I mean, it is a feature that is going to kind of promote you to really try to earn it. You could look at it from that money aspect, but I'm not really going to do that this time around, okay? You're going to be able to also trade potential legendaries with another trainer to obtain these XL candies as well. We obviously cannot hatch them, so you're not going to be able to get candies that way. But it seems like the way you're going to be able to obtain XL candies, not specifically to legendaries, is by hatching them, trading them, and raiding them. Okay, so we have all these things on the table, which is not bad. If it was simply just raiding, that wouldn't be the best, but there's going to be other avenues in which you're going to be able to obtain these XL candies. But yes, getting them for legendary Pokemon and powering up a legendary Pokemon 250 is going to take a lot of resources, because you're not going to be able to simply hatch them or catch them in the wild like you're going to be able to do with a lot of these other Pokemon and continuously just trade them back and forth. I mean, you can trade them back and forth constantly, but the thing is, you're limited to one trade per day for legendary, all right? So you have to keep that in mind. And you can spend a lot of money in raiding them, then there's going to be that, right? As far as every other Pokemon is concerned that you can catch in the wild, hatch in eggs, or continuously trade over and over again, you're going to be able to apparently, accumulate a lot of these XL candies and power them up as you like. You can also convert them from rare candies. So 100 rare candies is going to equal 1 XL candy. Now, we did see that green XL in the beginning, and nobody really knows what that is quite yet, because there has been no trainer who's actually been able to actually get these green XL candies. So we'll see. It kind of looks like a holiday kind of style candy, but just wanted to bring you that. Regarding that, we're going to be going over a little bit more as far as these candies are concerned, as well as the levels and how many you're going to be getting and how much it is going to cost to powering them up. I know we talked about this before, but I wanted to kind of bring you guys a little bit more information regarding this in one sweep here. We're also going to be talking about a new Pokemon that is going to be possibly entering Pokemon Go via a ticket. So we do have somebody else here who did catch simple Pokemon throughout the day and was able to obtain all of these XL candies here. As you can see, a decent amount by catching 800 Pokemon. So it is going to be kind of a grind for some of them, and you're not going to be guaranteed an XL candy every time you do catch a Pokemon. All right, it is going to be very, I wouldn't say specific, but it's going to happen. So you're going to be able to obtain those. And then if you have a bunch of garbage that you don't like, you just simply trade them with somebody else, and you're going to be able to get them that way as well, converting your rare candies like we discussed too. So level 41, you will be getting an XL candy. For all these levels, you're going to be able to get some XL candies. But if you do take a look at level 45, you will be able to obtain 2 of those there. And then at level 50, you'll be able to obtain 2 more there as well. Regarding all of the other levels, well, they're just going to be able to give you 1. And I'm going to bring up this fact for sure, because last time I did show you these images here, you guys were like, wow, these rewards are garbage. And to that, I have to say, yeah, they're kind of a little wacky. These are some big accomplishments, some big goals here, and they're giving you not really too much. And shout out to PokeMiners, of course, for this information and these images here. So taking a look at the cost to power up Pokemon beyond level 40 to level 50. Now, before we talk about this, you do not have to be level 41 through 50 to power them up to that specific level. You're going to be able to power up your Pokemon to level 50 once this goes live for everybody else. If you're simply level 40, you're going to be able to do that. You're just going to have the resources to do that. And it is going to cost a lot. So a lot here. Look at 10 XL candies for 41. So like we just discussed, 10 XL candies. To get 1 XL candy to transfer into rare candies is going to cost you 100. So that's 1,000 straight up. This ain't cheap, folks. Yep, this is not cheap. We're going to look at my rare candies to see how many potential XL candies I can convert, even though I'm into the 4 digits for rare candies, and it's not even going to be that much. So going down to level 50, that's 20 XL candies. That is a lot. Now, if you're able to obtain these by catching, that's no problem. But let's think legendaries. That is where this is going to become a little bit of an issue, right? So stepping away from the rare candies, Mr. Rime potentially going to be introduced via a ticket. So this is going to be coming from the Galarian. Mr. Rime is going to be a psychic and ice-type Pokemon. So very interesting. Max CP 2098, HP 137, attack 183, and defense 169. So unfortunately at this time, I do not have the move pool for Mr. Rime, but we'll just see in the future. But there were the stats, which I'm more than confident that they will stay that way once it is released. Now, one little tip here, before we do get this released worldwide, you may want to start walking a couple of Eevees, because for level 42, it is going to require you to evolve every Eevee into every evolution that we currently do have. So you can use that name trick. We'll be going over that more extensively when it is released for everybody, but just a little pro tip there. Now, taking a look at my items here, getting to the rare candies, I have 1,020 of them. So if I was to convert these into, say, legendary candies, which is going to be the rarest ones, that is going to yield me 10. Just 10 XL candies. Now, I'm going to be able to power it up, but it is not cheap. And I do not think I'm going to probably do... I might. We'll see. I'm definitely not converting them instantly. There's no stinking way I'm going to do that. That's not happening. So taking a look at some legendaries that you may potentially want to look into investing. Obviously, we have Mewtwo with Scythe Strike. Right, that's just going to be a given. That is going to be amazing. Having that at level 51 Best Buddy, because you're going to be able to get these to 51. 50 without the Best Buddy. Now, another obvious pick is probably going to be Dialga. Yeah, we all want that one to return in raids. They bring it back for a little while during Go Fest, but, where's the shiny? Where is Roar of Time? We all want that so bad. Another Pokemon you could potentially invest in here is going to be your Rayquaza, right? There's going to be a lot of good legendaries to invest in. I haven't really looked into, breaking points and all that. I'm just going to be going off of simply, they already perform fantastic. So you also have the Giratina there. And then Dialga, of course. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm not purchasing any secondary move on this. If I am going to do that, it is going to be 15 in attack. Simple as that. If it's going to be like a 98, that's going to be good to go. But I highly recommend, folks, hear me out here. When this does go live, to not power up legendary Pokemon that are not decent IVs. This is going to be one expensive investment, all right? So you're going to definitely want to pick your best legendary of whatever type, the Mewtwo, the Rayquaza, the Kyogre, to go beyond 40. Because if you want to invest into a mediocre legendary, be my guest. And if you don't have a good one to completely invest in when the time comes, then you just hold on to it. This is going to be long term. And getting to these level 50s is no joke at all. And eventually, it is going to seep into Master League. You're going to have to compete with the other people who are actually powering up their legendaries. And believe me, there's going to be dedicated people maxing out their Dialgas. All right, they're going to put all the resources into it. And you're going to have level 51 Dialgas roaming around. And golly, what a nightmare that is going to be. All right, you also have some Shadow Legendaries that could perform fantastic if you do have good IVs, right? The ones that I have, I'm absolutely not going to invest in. Now, something that could be an exception to the rule is a mediocre Shadow Mewtwo, right? That's going to be insane. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go. Take care.